All right. Cool. Yeah, Zam, go find your mic, buddy. All right. F3 when ready. And we'll do a different map after this one. All right. So this is first frag. We're gonna basically run for the first frag and then talk about it. All right. So Kane getting a start, and he looks for weapons first. And this is a smart move here because what he's done is he's pinpointed where his opponent is, potentially done some damage, and he hasn't lost anything in this instance. And the only thing that he's a little bit low on are weapons, but a bridge to rail will get him totally set. Oh, a little bit of a delay, but it's not going to matter because now the fight's really close, and with that armor and weapons, there you go. All right.
I got pushed against the wall.
Yeah. There's really not much you do. I mean, you had the right idea. I think that did you anticipate a bridge to rail jump as you were turning the corner to get the rail for yourself?
I thought he was going to be spamming it, but then I heard I thought he was going to be spamming it, but then I heard him jump in, and I was like, I can get this first. I did not expect to get knocked off there, though.
Gotcha.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think it was
coming around the corner.
Yeah. So, Kane, at the very opening of that, you spawned, and you immediately went for weapons rather than the red armor. Now, what kind? Like, did you stop to listen to see if you could maybe hear Jahar, or at that point? But
yeah,
by the time you were
oh.
near the RL, did you have, like, before you actually looked over and saw him, did you have any idea where he was?
I figured that, I saw him pick up Mega, and I figured that he'd either be trying to go for a railgun or YA. So, that's why I kept my rocket launcher out. That's why I kept my rocket launcher out, and I pulled out my plasma just to make sure he didn't come up the jump pad when I was kind of going through the staircase. Because if I did see him in that case, I would just spam plasma to kind of get him out of the hallway.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and for me, I liked the start that you did, because you were able to get weapons, so you weren't caught getting armor but having no weapons, and then you also knew basically what Jahar's start was. So let's go over to a different map. Let's try ZTN, maybe. So once again, for those of you joining us, this is me getting booted off the server. It's an epic.
Hello.
It's an epic movie. Is that Zam? Holy crap! I haven't heard your voice in a year. You're actually a little bit loud, I think. Jahar might want to break. I don't know. All right. GG's Jahar, by the way. All right. So guys, this is first frag. We're basically playing for the first frag and then going to analyze that little bit. All right. Here we go. So we're going to watch Zam. So this is a nice start for him. And so he's got sort of a typical start. Okay. And so Zam should be thinking about what weapons Kane doesn't have in this situation. He just picked up RL, and I actually, Zam was looking for a shot across the middle, and I actually would have anticipated Kane going to get a rocket launcher, because there's really no reason for Kane to cut across the center of the map at that point. Later on in the game, it's a smart move, but at the very start, the obvious play is going to be your opponent wants weapons, and trying to fight on this map without a rocket launcher is almost pointless. So that's a nice frag there. And we'll just run through it again. You guys can just press F3 if you want to go again. I don't know really how much more we can add to that one. It's kind of a funky start. Alright, so this is a really difficult start for both players right here. Okay, Zam is able to get one, and yeah, because Kane needed weapons, yeah, that was kind of risky, and that really comes down to that really comes down to knowing how long it takes to grab red armor and fall to Mega. So yeah, Kane, I think, will probably remember that for the rest of his life, right?
Yeah, it's just that's one of those shitty spawns on ZTN, man. It's like there's nothing you can really do, and everybody knows that. I mean,
yeah.
it's just hard to...
Well, okay. And here's what I might have done differently. So you get the shitty spawn. I mean, both of you had kind of crappy spawns. Zam got the one up by being able to get at least the red armor in that situation. Now, for you, you knew that he would have a shotgun and maybe a grenade launcher at best. Given the timing of things, he really wouldn't have time to get a rail if he wanted to make it to Mega in time. So for you, your job in that situation is going to be go get a rocket launcher, but then instead of trying to get the Mega health, get the armor and set up basically spam shots on the Mega, so that the instant that he does pick up that Mega, you're hurting him. You're basically punishing him for picking up that item. And so now you've turned a really shitty spawn into something really good, because now you have rockets. He doesn't have a rail, so he actually can't challenge you. He can't really come at you. At best he's going to have a shotgun. Okay, so basically you win in that situation as long as you do damage on the Mega. Okay, because now you have armor, you've knocked off some of his, now you can go through the portal, and what that does is that gives you, you can get the plasma yellow first, and he will get a lightning gun, and probably double back for a railgun. But at that point, then things are opened up for the next fight, because now you have 2 armors, he hasn't done hardly any damage to you, and so now you can challenge for the next red armor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay. So you want to go again on this map?
I'm just... sure.
Prepare to fight. 3,
Alright.
2,
So this is the first frag one more time. We're going to watch Zam. And this is a better start for both players. That actually is going to help Zam, because he's probably going to want that weapon. Since he already has plasma, getting lightning gun isn't really important. I mean, it's helpful, but it's not like the highest thing on his list. So he's made a smart choice. Now Kane's actually in a bad way, and if I were Zam, I wouldn't have left that room just yet. I would have tried to do a little bit more damage. Exactly, and this is why. Because Zam left that room without doing any damage, Kane gets a free red armor. Actually, did he not have a rocket launcher? Okay, he doesn't have a rocket launcher. He can't get the armor. Now he's got it. Nice open rail. But Kane should leave this because he knows that Zam has Mega. Nice pause for the shot. Good work by Kane. Zam's going to be looking for a shot here. It's not going to happen. So the next play is going to be at red armor. And Zam's setting up early for it. And he actually kind of limited his options with that grenade. A little bit early on the grenade. And so, now Kane... Actually, Zam shouldn't have been caught off guard there, because Kane did make a noise with picking up that armor shard. So, at this point, we've had, the fighters are kind of backed into their own corners, and so we're looking at more of a normal start. A nice pop. This should be Zam's frag. There we go. Okay. It's good stuff, though. It's good stuff. Oh, there we go. Zam blows himself up. This is the first minus frag. All right. So, I think in this situation, kind of going back to how things started, I think it played out pretty well. So Kane, when you took the jump pad and you finally ran into Zam, you did not have a rocket launcher at that point, right?
Yeah, like I backed up into the item, but it didn't pick up, and I had already jumped down. Like if I wasn't pinging 90, I would have definitely picked it up.
I gotcha. Okay.
It's no big
All right.
deal though.